Mission, message, method. Which one of those three are you guys going to choose in order to build your business? Years ago, I read a book by Stephen Covey of 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. And to be honest, the thing that stuck out most to me was the have a mission. And it wouldn't be until many decades later that I decided to base my business on a mission rather than on trying to teach people a method. I did choose method for a long time, and I learned a lot of things about teaching people stuff, and I've decided on how I like to teach people stuff. But when I came to the understanding that your mission can really shape all of the other aspects of your business, it was kind of life-changing for me. And I'm hoping it will be life-changing for you too. But as I promised yesterday, I'm going to share with you how the You World Order Showcase podcast was born. And it plays into this as well, because years ago, right before the big pandemic thing happened, I was in my backyard and I was mowing the lawn. And it was during a time in my life where I was very much invested in the world ending. And I hate to admit this, but I was more um I was more inspired about what was coming than the life I was living right now, which is kind of sad if you think about it. But I was listening to or was looking for a podcast. I was mowing the lawn and I wanted to listen to a podcast to, pass the time as I'm mowing the lawn because I was pushing a lawnmower back and forth across my lawn. It was very hot that day, I remember. Anyway, I found this podcast and I was listening to it, and it was all about it changed my perspective on everything. It was really a life-changing um piece of content. And I'm not even sure that the person who created the thing has any idea how much of an impact it has had on not only me, but all of the coaches and entrepreneurs that I have interviewed over the years because of that podcast. So I knew at that time that podcasts can change the world. And I was also shortly after that interviewing coaches. I was a what they call a closer for another coach so I was interviewing or talking to other life, health, and transformational coaches who were looking for ways to build their business. And I was hearing their stories. I was hearing what they were doing and what their dreams and aspirations were. And it was just like touching my heart. And I realized that I wanted to interview these people because I wanted to hear their word or their messages, and I wanted the world to hear their messages too. So I started the podcast, and I was part of a networking group at the same time. And one of the people, Guy Turrell, had mentioned that the U World Order, and I had been living in fear of the New World Order for so long that the U World Order was just like, oh, that's it. And so that's how the name came to be, the U World Order. And I call it a showcase because I showcase what these coaches and entrepreneurs are doing out there. And if you are a life health transformational coach or spiritual entrepreneur and you would like to come and be featured on my podcast, it's really simple to do. You just go to jointheyouworldorder.com, and it's UYOU. And there's a little questionnaire there. You can fill the questionnaire out, and then you'll get sent to the calendar page and pick a date and time, and we'll have a conversation. It'll be great. I really actually look forward to talking to you. So, back to the mission, method, or message piece. My mission is to empower life health to transformational coaches and spiritual entrepreneurs to amplify their voice, monetize their mission, and get visible. Get visible is like the very first part. And that That is the piece that so many people struggle with. And it's because they haven't decided which one of these lanes they want to go in. So when they're creating content, their content's kind of all over the place, and people don't understand A, how to work with them, and B, how to, um, how what they're doing can fit into the bigger picture of what they need solved. So I'm not saying that you have to have, well, let's look at it this way. If you had an ice cream shop, maybe you sell ice cream cones, maybe you sell sundaes, maybe you sell cool containers that people could buy ice cream by the quart from you and take home and make their own thing in these cool containers. It's kind of like Starbucks. Starbucks doesn't just sell coffee. They sell lots of different kinds of coffee. They also sell tea. They sell snacks that you might want to eat while you're enjoying your coffee. They sell containers. They sell music to enjoy your coffee by. They sell an ambiance. It's a whole experience. And that's kind of what I'm encouraging you to do with your business or practice or whatever you're bringing to the world that you want the world to see. It's like, how are you going to, what is the basic piece that you want to bring to everyone? And how does everything else that you want to produce in terms of content or a community or courses, how does all of that fit together with what your core thing is? Whether it's, again, a mission or a message or a method. Hope that makes sense to you all. Come on over to the school community and you can ask me questions about it, and I'm happy to answer. You can also leave questions and comments below if you're listening to me on YouTube. I would encourage you to hit that like button and subscribe so you can get more episodes. And I will be back soon with another short little snippet about what's going on in the world of monetizing your mission, amplifying your voice, and getting visible. Chat soon.